The second thing I've learned from my father that replicates Father God is that he listened to us. And not only did he listen to us, but he always answered in his timing. It says in Ephesians 6, verses 2 and 3, honor your father and mother, which is the first commandment with a promise, so that it may go well with you and that you may enjoy long life on the earth. Have you ever met someone who's just a great listener? Like when you're talking to them, they're very focused on you. They're not waving to people walking by. They're looking right at you. They don't try to interrupt you when you're talking. They don't try to one-up you on the story that you're telling them. They just listen. People love to be around a great listener. Now, I know when you're a father and you have children, you have to be able to listen to all of them talk at the same time, many times, all the time. Dad, 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 dad. And especially when you have a girl, you know what I mean? They can talk a lot. But my dad was a great listener. There's nothing worse than talking to someone and they're not even listening to you. You know that feeling when you said something and then after a minute they're like, what? Who again? What again? And you're like, you're not even listening. And you've ever been with those people who didn't even give you a chance to try to talk because they talk so much. And you're like just waiting for the pause so you can get your words in. It says in 1 John chapter 5, verse 14, this is the confidence we have in approaching God, that if we ask anything according to his will, he hears us. There's got to be times in your life, I know, that you've sat there and you have prayed to God and you've wondered if he's ever heard you. And you walk away saying, I don't even know what he's doing right now, but I don't even think he heard me. And I want to encourage you this morning to rest assured that he hears you. He hears you. Your words do not fall on deaf ears to Father God. It says in Psalm 66:19, the psalmist says, but God has surely listened and had heard my prayer. He surely listened. My dad would listen to crazy things I would tell him. You know, because when you're 18 and younger, you know everything. So my ideas, my philosophies, my theology at times, I would tell my dad everything. I would tell him all my it's not fair stories. Dad, it is not fair that this happened. Many times I did not need a lecture. I just needed someone to listen to me. Been there? And I knew that my dad would always do that for me.